ბათუმი კიდევ ერთი საჭადრაკო ზეიმის მასპინძელია. 5-12 ივნისი. მსოფლიო ახალგაზრდული ჩემპიონატი სწრაფ და ელვისებურ ჭადრაკში. პლანეტის 457 ნიჭიერი მოჭადრაკე ფიდეს უმნიშვნელოვანეს ღონისძიებაში.
მოხარული ვარ, რომ ბათუმი როგორც საერთაშორისო ღონისძიებების მასპინძელი ქალაქი წელსაც უმასპინძლებს ჭადრაკის მსოფლიო ჩემპიონატს და წარმატებები მინდა უსურვო 38 ქვეყნის მონაწილეებს ამ ჩემპიონატში.
გაიმარჯვებს ის, ვინც მოულოდნელ გამოწვევებსაც კი სწრაფად და სწორად უპასუხებს.
Hello dear chess friends, welcome to Batumi. I will remind you that we have two great events here happening. The friendly match between Georgian and Ukrainian female players, which has started yesterday, and today we have World Rapid and Blitz in a different age category, starting from 8 till 18. They are starting the first round right now, and about the friendly match, I will just repeat that yesterday we had the first round where the games ended up with the draw. There we have from Georgian side Nino Batsiashvili and Mary Arabidze, and from Ukrainian side we have sisters Anna and Maria Muzichuks. Today they are starting the second game, and before I go to the Cadets Rapid and Blitz, I will start with the friendly match between the Ukrainian and the Georgian female players. As the game already has started there, and about the World Rapid and Blitz, we will connect to them a bit later. As you see, the game a little bit delayed. They have 3 rounds to play today. In total they have 11 rounds, so 3 rounds will be today, tomorrow will be 4 rounds, and the day after tomorrow will be also 4 rounds, and on the next day they have a rest. So now we can go to our friendly champions match. Here we have them on camera, where Nino Batsiashvili with white pieces playing against Maria Muzichuk, and Arabidze Mary playing with the white colors also against Anna Muzichuk. Now we can go to review the games, and here we have Nino's game against Maria. We have actually about 6 moves already done on the board. Soon we have it on camera. Here we are. So Nino started with d4, d5 was in the game, c4, c6, knight c3, knight f6, knight f3, e6, the semi-Slav defense, and after c takes d5, e takes d5. It went to the Carlsbad structure, where we can say roughly that the white are slightly better, but nothing special. And now let's go to another game where we have Arabidze Mary against Muzichuk Anna, and let's take a look how it was happening till now. So Mary starts with knight f3, c5, c4. Kind of English defense, but with the c5 from black, knight c3, e6, g3, d5, take on d5, take on d5, d4, knight c6, bishop g2, c takes d4, knight takes d4, and bishop c5. We have kind of typical isolated pawn position where the white are also slightly better, without any special problems for black. So as we see in the openings today, also nothing unexpected happened. I will get back to the game Nino Batsiashvili, Muzichuk, Maria. I will remind you that yesterday both of the opponents were playing quite safe and solid. They weren't risking much. And today's game also goes to that mood. As I see, the position is quiet, absolutely. The standard position of Carlsbad, where the whites are slightly better, but the black has the excellent chances to equalize, of course. Okay, about the whites' plan. This is the typical to do the castle, end up the development, and then attack on the queen side with the pawns b4, a4. And oppositely from the black, they have to create some counterplay in the center connected to e4 square and the king side. Let's see how it goes. Between Mary and Anna, we have the same position here after bishop c5. Mary is thinking, deciding, taking on c6 or play knight b3. I hope so, that she is thinking about that. Yeah, the position is very close to equal. And here Maria is also thinking. Until the players are thinking, I will give you some information about World's Rapid and Rapid and Blitz Championship. We have there 40 different countries and almost 500 participants in the tournament. And I hope the tournament will be very interesting to watch. And later we will go and review the games of the top boards. Now you see on the camera the playing venue of the World's Rapid and Blitz. So as I told you, the first 3 days they will play Rapid. And after the rest day, they will continue with the Blitz. As I am informed, all those players who are playing the Rapid World Championship, they are playing also the Blitz World Championship from 8 till 18 years old, open and the girls section. Here we have one move done from each player. I'm talking about Nino's and Maria's game. So Maria played bishop f5 in this position where we stopped. And after knight h4, she is thinking. Knight h4 is an interesting move, actually. So it is a fact that the white want to capture that bishop. I mean, at least trade the knight on the bishop, but even after that trading, the position will be very close to equal. On the same time, Mary played knight b3. Here, as I told you, she was thinking about that move. So maybe she was considering knight c6 capture or knight b3. She played knight b3, where Anna answered with bishop b6. This is a position. And Maria is also thinking on knight h4 move here. She is considering where to go with the bishop. Bishop g4 and also bishop g6, both of them are possible, of course. We can say the same bishop e6, but bishop e6 will be a little bit passive. Nothing is changing for now. The players are thinking. You see Maria Muzichuk on camera, that she's considering where to go with the bishop. It's very interesting. They will continue with the same manner today as yesterday, trying to be super safe, or they will start risking more. So, okay, you know, this is a friendly match, but still it will be very interesting to see the complicated games with a lot of tactics and attacking ideas and so on, because this kind of game is always interesting for the viewers, for us. Here we have the moves played between Mary and Anna. Mary played castle in this position, and Anna answered with a d4. Yeah, the knight has multiple ways to go. And Mary decided to put it on a4, attacking the bishop on b6. Of course, if she will capture the bishop, the advantage of pair of the bishops will be quite powerful in the open position that they have. But I don't think Anna will give that bishop. Maybe she will play bishop c7. Well, let's see. Somehow I don't have on the board knight a. Yes, now I have it. Knight a4, and Anna leads that bishop on b6. So as Mary played knight a4, I think she will capture on b6 also. Bishop g5 is also an interesting move. Mary has an option to capture on b6. Black captures on b6. And for example, let's consider this move. Take on c6, pawn takes on c6, and queen takes d4. Makes sense to capture the pawn like that. Let's see if Mary will play that moves. That will be quite interesting to accept the pawn sacrificing. Very interesting view of Anna Muzichuk. Seems like she knows this position quite well, as she has 1 hour 32 minutes on the clock. So she played quite quickly these moves. Okay, we have couple moves done between Nino Batsiashvili and Maria Muzyczuk's game. So after knight h4, Maria played bishop e4, f3, bishop g6, and e4. Here it seems like Nino is well prepared again, as she spent too few time. She spent only 1 hour 33, she has on the clock 1 hour 33 minutes. And on the same time, Muzyczuk Maria has 1 hour 16 minutes. It seems like will be a very interesting game. Okay, let's review what's going on if they take on e4. If they take that pawn. The white could capture on e4, they can also capture on g6, h takes g6. F takes e4 should be risky for white, or maybe not, because on rook takes h2 and there is e5, winning the game. Yeah, e5 is quite strong. That makes sense, that makes sense. Let's see how it goes, yeah. Otherwise, if the black will not capture on e4, then e5 is quite powerful. Yes, it seems it's not the best option for Maria to have this opening in this game, as she does not look like she feels comfortable here. Will be a very interesting game compared to yesterday. Now, Mary against Anna. So Mary is thinking. Mary is thinking to accept that pawn sacrificing or not. So as I already said, knight takes b6, and then take on c6, and then take on d4 also makes sense. Let's see what Mary will decide in this position. Also, black could do queen takes c6 here, actually, because now queen takes d4 does not work because of bishop h3. So white has to capture with the knight and maybe queen d5. Going with the queen on h5. Now bishop h3 is hanging again. And if the white play knight f3, then queen h5. Here has to be the compensation for the pawn. Okay, Mary is taking her time here and thinking how to continue. Another move that we can consider for white, this is bishop g5, of course. That also makes sense. Or just take on b6, also possible, take on b6. And then play bishop g5. So Mary has multiple options. We will see which one she will decide to do. And here Maria captured on e4. On the same time, Nino answered with knight takes g6. And Maria is thinking in this position. What is she thinking about? It's interesting. F takes g6. Is it possible to do that move? That's interesting. F takes g6. Has to be a very interesting game. So f takes g6, for example, f takes e5, e4 and castle. And on e5, for example, queen e7. But here is bishop c4 check, king h8, and I think white could do even just a castle. And this will be the advantage. Okay, Maria is still thinking. Maria captured on g6 with the h pawn, and Nino answered with f takes c4. I will remind you that the black could not capture on h2 because of e5. Of course, they can do just the castle. Let's take a look at Mary. Mary is still thinking. Mary is still thinking in this position. Oh, she already thought around 9 minutes, maybe even more. Okay, let's get back to Batsishvili and Muzichuk Maria's game. For me, it seems like a small advantage, at least for white, as those pawns could be quite powerful, supported with the bishop. It could be the advantage for white. The Mary's position, Mary is still thinking. So as we already said, there are multiple options for white to consider. This is knight takes b6, then take on c6 and take on d4, where the black has some compensation for the pawn. Also, white could play bishop g5, or first take on d6 and then play bishop g5. And what did Mary play? Rook e1. e1. So she wants to capture that pawn anyway on the next move, just improving the rook that later the black does not have bishop h3 with tempo. For example, we are considering this line. And on queen takes d4, there was bishop h3. So when the rook stays on e1 here, there is no bishop h3. Could be that's the idea of Mary, that she played rook e1 in this position. Interesting game, much more complicated than yesterday, much more complicated, that's for sure. Here Maria is thinking again. Seems like she is considering which side to do the castle, that if she does not want to do the short castle, then she could play knight bd7 and do the long castle. But I think that everywhere, on any of those options, white have an advantage. Also, Maria already has 1 hour 6 minutes on the clock. She spent about 25 minutes, and this is move number 13. So this is proving my words that she does not look like she feels comfortable, and it's not the best option of the opening that she was expecting. On the same time, Nino has 1 hour 34 minutes. Yeah, tough decision for Maria here, mostly when you are not prepared on this line, and if the opponent is well prepared, it is always very difficult to play the positions like that. Now, Anna is thinking against Mary after rook e1. Rook e1, interesting move that Mary did. We are not considering that move at all. So Mary wants just to gain the pawn and improving the position until gaining that pawn. White has an advantage. At least it is slightly better for white, as their position is more active than the black's position. Okay, we can say that the part of the opening is over, but not in this game. Here it is very difficult to play for black to get from the opening with the normal okay position. They have some troubles from the beginning. Could be that Maria will take quite much time on this position, as it is kind of decisive moment, how to end up the opening, which side to do the castle, and where to develop the pieces. From that point of view, in Mary's and Anna's game, it's a little bit more clearness we are having on the board, as the development is partly over. The opponents did the castles, and they have only a couple pieces left to develop. It seems like Rook e1 was an unexpected move for Anna, as until now she was playing quite quickly, and for now she already thought around 5 minutes, I mean the last move for the white, that they play Rook e1. Both of the boards, I mean the opponents, start thinking and thinking much from the beginning, we can say like that, compared to the yesterday's game. Okay, dear chess friends, it seems like here the opponents will think quite much, so let them think. We will do the short break now, and I will try to get back to you with the games from World Rapid and Blitz also. So, see you soon. Hello dear chess friends, we are back from Batumi where we have a friendly champions match between Ukrainian and Georgian female players, and also on the same time we have World Rapid and Blitz Championship in different age categories, Open and Girls section. I am Grandmaster Valeri Gaprindashvili with you, and now I like to review the games from the Rapid Championship. Here we have the under 18 category where the first number is Murzin Volodar with the rating 2554, and here is his game where he was with the black colors against Badasconi Frankie from England with the rating 1955, where the blacks won the game. On the second board we have the one of the favorites also of the tournament, Grebnev Alexei, with the 2460 rating. He was playing against Osthuizen Michal, and he won his game. White won this game. This is the end of the game. On the third board, we have Amir Ali with the white playing against Tsaruk Maxim. Tsaruk Maxim is another favorite player of this tournament. And here in this position, white resigned. It's very interesting why it happened so. Somehow white lost this game. Maybe we don't have moves on the board that they played later. Now I will go to the section under 16. Under 16, here we are. This is the end of the first round. The second round will start in about 20 minutes. Here on the first board, the favorite was with the black color. This is Gurel Edis playing against Altin Bekuli Madiyar, and blacks won here. After rook e6 we have a result already that the black won, but maybe it was on time. I can't say it for sure because the position does not look like losing for now, but the black won this game. Second board, the favorite player was with white, and this is Kanov Nikola against Shapovalov Vasiko. Shapovalov is a Georgian player. So here white won this game. This is the last position. I have a feeling the games are not completed. The games are not completed because this is move number 22. And still the black could continue with rook f8 or even knight d7, and the position is absolutely playable. Next board, board number 3, we have Nahapetyan David with white against Stribuk Artyom. Artyom is a rating favorite, and the game is in progress. The game is in progress. The last move was rook c5. It's a little bit strange. Yes, rook c5 could not be the last move here, and the position is tucked. I think we have some technical issues which will be fixed soon. Yes, I will return to World Rapid later when the second round will start, and we will try quickly to review some games there. Until that, let's go back to our female chess players. And we have some moves played there. Let's start with the Nino's and Maria's game. Yes, we have some moves played. So in this position, Maria was thinking quite much and she decided to play castle. E5, Queen E6, and Nino played Queen B3 here. Honestly, I'm not sure about trading the queens. I think it was possible to play just Bishop E2. Actually, it seems like an obvious move. Bishop E2 and then short castle. Has to be slightly better for white. Okay, Nino decided to play Queen B3 and Maria captured on B3 and Nino captured back. Knight d5 has to be most obvious for black. Okay, maybe still slightly better for white, but nothing special. I think here black's position is already safe after trading the queens. I'm not sure trading the queens was necessary. As I told you, I like in this position to play Bishop E2. Just to develop the bishop. There is no pin anymore on E file and the knight on F6 is hanging, and when the knight goes somewhere, white could do the castle on the correct moment. Okay, now let's go to Mary's and Anna's game. Here Mary is with the white pieces. Let's see what happened after Rook E1. It was Rook E8. And Mary played Bishop G5. Also slightly better for white, as we were saying it from the beginning. The position is slightly better for white. I will check the pairings for the World Rapid and Blitz if it is ready. So, we have only the results already. So, under 18 open section, as we already said, the first board, the rating favorite won the game. That was Uskov. Sorry, that's another section. I will go to 18. Yes, the first number, Murzin Volodar with the black colors, won against Badasconi Frankie. On the second board, also the rating favorite, Grebnev Alexei with the white colors, won against Osthuizen Mitchell. And on the board number 3, the same rating favorite, Tserok Maxim, beat Amirali Abzal. And here we have one sensation on the board number 4, where Chizi Jakob with the rating 2293 lost against a player with the rating 1850. This is Galajian Armen. That sensation. And also on the board number 6 we have the similar situation where the 2246 player with the white Mirins Emils lost against Tovmasyan Karen who was with black, and his rating is 1832. Karen is from Armenia. Interesting. The pairings is not ready yet, so let's go to the open section under 16 and let's take a look what happened there. On the first board, Oh, on the first board, the rating favorite with black colors, Gurel Edis, lost the game against Altin Bekuli Madiyar, who is 1775 rated. He won the game with the white colors. On the second board, Kanov Nikola, the rated favorite, won against Shapovalov Vasiko. On the third board, Nahapetian David with the white lost against the rated favorite. This is Tripuk Artyom. In this section, there are not much unexpected results happened. Let's go to the open section under 14. Here, the first number is Uskov Artyom with the rating at 24.03. He won his game against Tabatadze Erekle. On the second board, also the rating favorite Vetokhin Sava with black colors won against Daulet Alikhan. And on the third board already we have the draw where 22.95 player Valeri Nikolai drew against Hvos Alexander, whose rating is 1664. So now we can go to the next section. This is a section under 12, open section under 12, and after the first round we have the following results. So on the first board, the rating favorite Dao Huang Dui with the rating 2171 won against Kristesiashvili Andrea, rating 1400. On the second board also the rating favorite won, on the third also, and the only unexpected result connected to the rating we have on the board number 6, where Yeganegi Barad with 1931 lost against Lebedev Lion, whose rating is 1327. So I'm shortly reviewing these results, so pardon me if I'm missing some of the players. So on section under open section under 10, here on the first board we have the rating favorite Guo Ethan. He won his game on the first board. Second board also the rating favorite. Here is not unexpected results at all on the top 10 boards. And open section under 8, let's take a quick look what happened there. So here the second board, the rating favorite Lefan Huan Kwan lost against Avlia Kuliev Maksat, and the other results seems like expected from the point of view of the rating. Now let's go to the girls section under 18. Here we have 17 players, where the first number Omonova Umida has 22.05 rating, and she won her game against Zelantsova Ksenia, who has 18.12. On the second board, Gasparian Milena drew against Blochin Sofia, whose rating is number 2. This is 1988. Let's go to the girls section under 16. Here we have the following results. On the first board, the rating favorite Shvedova Alexandra with the rating 20.05 won her game, and here we have no unexpected results. All the rating favorites, almost all of them, won the game. Let's go to the girls section under 14. Here the first number is Shukhman Anna with the rating 21.23. She won her game. As the second board, the rating favorite. As the third board, the rating favorite. By the way, the third board, the rating favorite is Georgian local player Kirtadze Anastasia, and of course we take a little bit more attention on her games and the result, as she is the current world and European scholastic champion. So of course it is very interesting how she will do this tournament. So she won the first round. Now let's go to the girls section under 12. Here the first number and the first board, Preobrazhenskaya Diana, lost her game against Lethai Huang An. So this is very unexpected result, as we know that Preobrazhenskaya Diana is a quite strong player for her level and age, and she is a winner of the many official tournaments, and this is very unexpected result on the first round. She has a rating 1884 and she lost against a player with a rating 1255. Another unexpected result we have on the board number 2, where the rating favorite Akbari Rosha with the rating 1695 drew the game against Hikmat Hanova Mohinur. The other results are minus plus logical, again from the point of view of the rating. Let's go to the girls section under 10. Here we have 28 players, and the first number by rating is Milner Romi, who is quite talented and interesting chess player, and she won her game on the first round against Ediberidze Alexandra from Georgia with the rating 1072. On the second board, we have a kind of unexpected result where the rating favorite with black Shirmbek Lilian with a rating 1436 drew against Shonia Barbare from Georgia, also with a rating 1049. And let's take a look to the final section that we have here. This is girls under 8. We have 20 players. Here on the first board, it was Sivanandan Bodhana, who is, by the way, another very talented and interesting chess player from England. She won her game against Goguadze Mariam, who does not have an international rating for now. On the second board, Divi Bijesh won her game with a rating 1269, and on the third board also Rekhviashvili Mariam with 1224 won her game also. The pairings for the next round are not ready yet. They have to start by schedule. They have to start the game in 2 minutes, but as it is a first day, sometimes the delay happening, and I think that moment we have, this situation we have right now, and they will be a little bit late. I will try to keep posted you about the results at least, or even go to the games if the issue that we had will be fixed, as we don't have the games completed. They are kind of stopped on the move number 20, 18 and so on. Let's wait how it goes. And now we can take a look at our female champions here from the friendly match. Betsiashvili Nino against Muzichuk Maria. We have this position right now after the move number 18. The last move was King F2 from Nino. If the black will capture on c4, it could be slightly better for white. I think we have to consider for black the knight c2 move here. It seems to me that makes more sense, as after knight takes c4, b takes c4, then pawn structure for white will be much flexible than with the pawns on b2 and b3. So let's see what Maria will play. I think knight c2 is the most obvious move. Now we can go to Arabidze, Mary, and Muzyczuk, Anna. And we have the following position on the board. So how it happened, it's interesting. So after rook e8, Mary played bishop g5, h6, take everything, and take on d4, take on d4. Okay, whites are pawn up, but blacks definitely has a compensation. So for example, they can take on d4. Oops, sorry. So black capture on d4, white capture on d4, and just bishop b7, for example. And then c5. Bishop will be quite strong piece in this kind of position, and to use that extra pawn will be extra difficult for white. But from other side, whites are not risking anything. So the black is the only side who is trying to equalize the position. From that point of view, it is comfortable position for white more than for black, but actually there is nothing much connected to any kind of advantage. Again, I will repeat that the whites are pawn up, but the black has a full compensation for that pawn. So Anna is thinking in this position, she is thinking, she is considering taking on d4 or not. Let's go to Batsiashvili, Nino, and Muzyczuk, Maria's game. Here we have the same position, nothing has changed. So Maria is thinking to take on c4 or to play knight c2. As we said, we like knight c2 more, as it is keeping the bad pawn structure for white on the queen side, as after taking on c4, that pawn structure improves much. At the same time, I will double check the pairings if we have ready for the walled rapid and blitz. No, not yet. We have no pairings there yet. And here on the both of the boards we have Ukrainian players thinking on their moves. Yeah, for me the simplest thing that seems is just to take on d4 and bishop b7 with just a compensation on the board. But okay, from other side, the max that the black could reach in that position, this is a draw. So maybe Anna wants to make it a little bit more complicated and does not want to go to the end game. But if not end game, then what else to suggest? I even don't know, because on the same time the b6 pawn is hanging. So if the black will not trade the queens, then that pawn is hanging there. Okay, we have the pairings ready for the World Rapid and Blitz. And okay, until we go to that, here we have the new moves. Maria decided to capture on c4. Okay, it was a little bit unexpected for me. And she already did c5. Oh, c5 makes sense. Okay. If the black will attack that space immediately and break that space, then it makes sense. That's very interesting idea that Maria created. So the point is that the white could not play d5 because of rook e8. And on rook e1, they could not support the pawn on e5. Yeah, the pawn is hanging, and that's a problem. So it seems like white has to capture on c5. They have to capture on c5. And after knight d7, to play knight d5, for example. So if the black captures on e5, maybe I will try something like this. King h7 and rook a3. And that makes sense. That makes sense and could be interesting. It could be interesting if Nino will find out this idea with knight d5, knight e7 and rook a3. I think the small plus the white has anyway, the position is slightly better for them. That's my opinion. And let's go to Mary's and Anna's game. Anna played bishop e6. Oh, that could be the error, if not a mistake. So, okay, most obvious, queen takes f6. There is nothing much to consider here, I think so. And when they take back, let's play knight d4. I think this position has to be advantage for white, yeah? Okay, on the same time, they are pawn up. The pawn structure for black on the king side is quite weak. And also whites are pawn up. Bishop e6 is a very strange decision for Anna. As I was saying here, instead of bishop e6, queen d4 makes sense just to capture, simply just to capture on d4 and then play bishop b7. Later play c5, open up the bishop, and black has a very good chances to survive. But after what she did, bishop e6, okay, Mary is thinking, but in this position, Mary is thinking, but I think she will capture on f6, yeah, because it's quite simple decision for white also. It's time to capture the queen, for sure, and then take on, take the queen and then knight d4. Queen b6 could be a little bit risky because of bishop d5, and I think here the position for white is dangerous because their pieces are quite unconnected to each other, let's say like that. They have no connection, and blacks are quite active. Now queen takes b2 is hanging also. Yeah, that will be dangerous. That will be dangerous. So that's why I think that the queen takes f6 will be the best option for Mary here. Let's take a look at Nino. After c5 she thinks, and she has to think actually. because if she wants to get some advantage, I think she has to consider that idea connected to knight d5, knight d7 and rook a3, but first taking on c5. Interesting games, as we said from the beginning. Today we are having the interesting games. Yes, after queen takes f6, I don't like black's position, and I'm not sure that even Anna likes her position. Now we see her on the camera. Okay. Both of the pairs in our tournament are thinking, and Mary captured on f6, as we were saying. She captured on f6, of course Anna captured back, and knight d4. What else actually? Knight d4 is the most obvious and quite strong move. But Mary is thinking. She did not play knight d4 immediately. She is thinking in this position. I don't see anything better than knight d4, definitely. That's the only chance to fight to win the game. Bishop takes b3 is hanging, yeah, right, that's obvious. Bishop takes b3 is hanging. And then rook takes a1 and rook takes e2. So knight has to move. And knight, if the knight moves on d2, then a2 pawn is hanging. And if the knight moves on c1, I think the knight on c1 will be just a very bad piece. Because on knight c1, black could just play rook d8 and then enter on d2. So, knight d4. Actually, the moves like that, I think, needs a few time, but Mary sometimes she likes to think a little bit more than necessary, just to double checking and be sure of her decisions, because here it seems knight d4 the super obvious and the only move to play, and thinking on that move, it's kind of wasting a time, which could be important in the end. So you see that Mary played knight d4, but she played that move after a couple minutes of thinking, unnecessary thinking actually, we could say like that, because knight d4 was too obvious and too necessary to play. Now it's Anna's turn, and okay, quite unpleasant position. She has to fight for draw. She has to fight for draw. And it's not like easily reachable, that target. It will be quite difficult here to make the correct decisions all the time. So maybe rook e d8 to fight for the initiative, to play rook e d8 to attack that knight, and later if the knight captures the bishop, for example, I will offer you that line, knight takes e6, f takes e6. Now the black want to enter on the second rank and on rook e c1 with the idea to attack the pawn, and in case the black will play c5, then I'll play rook c2. And okay, still, it is very difficult to win this game with white, but at least we're pawn up. They are pawn up, and this is an advantage. And everything later depends on the techniques of the opponents. Let's see what Anna will decide here to play. Before that, let's go to Nino's and Maria's game, where we have no moves done. Nino is already thinking more than for 10 minutes. Anna played c5. She played c5. I'm not sure. It's a little bit strange. Yes, because if we are ready to give that bishop on e6, then maybe it was better to put the rook on d8. Yeah, because on c5, white will capture on e6, definitely, right? They don't have anything better, and they are kind of gaining the tempo. So, for example, knight takes e6, and on f takes e6, just rook d1. And this position is much better than with the black rook on d8. Oh, here on the camera we have the World Rapid tournament. They have a break between the rounds now. As I told you, it is a small delay there. The second round has to be started 15 minutes ago. So they delay for 15 minutes, and I think now they are ready to start. In a couple of minutes they will start the second round. I will try to review the games if the issue is fixed, or I will at least provide you with the results of the second round. Nino Batsiashvili is still thinking on c5. Yeah, that's kind of decisive moment. And also Mary Arabidze is thinking in this position, but again, it seems to me that knight takes e6 is the only move, right? And you agree with me. If not knight takes e6, then a2 pawn is hanging. So I understand that she is considering what to do after knight takes e6, but I think it's better first to capture on e6 and then think what to do later. Because now physically the black does not have any other moves. The a2 pawn is hanging. Does not matter where the knight goes, they can just capture on a2. So knight takes e6 is a move that has to be done for sure. But again, it seems like Mary is double checking again and again his lines. And finally she captured on e6. And Anna captured with the rook. Here we are. So it was her idea to take on e6 with the rook. Seems like white could play just a3. And everything, completely everything here depends on the techniques of the opponents. If the techniques of Mary will be enough to create the huge problems to the opponent to win the game, or Anna's techniques will be much higher to do the draw in this position easily, the position where the white has a clear advantage. Okay, they are pawn up. They are just pawn up. A3 seems most logical for me. Maybe king f1 is also possible, but a3 seems more, I mean, with the less headache, the pawn on a2 is hanging everywhere, so once we have to play that move. But Mary is still thinking. The same is happening with Nino. She already thought about 15 minutes and she continues thinking. Much more interesting games today we are having compared to yesterday's games. I'm trying to connect to the games from the Rapid World Championship, but still there are some issues. Nino and Mary. It is like they are thinking in pairs. So sometimes the Ukrainian players are thinking on the same time, and sometimes the Georgian players are thinking on the same time. Now it's Georgian's turn, and both of them start thinking. Mary played her move. She decided to play e3. I was suggesting a3. She played e3. She made e1 rook free instead of a1 rook, also possible. Of course, it's also possible. So the point is that on rook d6, white could play rook e2 anytime, or also king f1. That's also possible. And black does not have any counterplay on the second rank. That will be the tough game for Anna. Tough fight for surviving. Let's see if she will do her best and she will survive the game here. Okay, dear chess friends, we can do the short break again, and we'll be back soon. See you. So we are back from Batumi, where we have two excellent events here happening. One of them is friendly champions match between Ukrainian and Georgian chess players, female chess players. Today we have round number 2. I am Grandmaster Valeri Gaprindashvili, and on camera you see the pair of Mary Arbidze and Anna Muzichuk with black. They are playing the second game. The first game was yesterday. They drew in that game. And now they have the following position on the board, where Mary Arbidze is pawn up. She is pawn up, but of course it is quite difficult to win this game. It needs very high techniques here, as the black has quite active pieces. You see that both of the rooks that black have is quite active compared to the white's rooks. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I think it will be a long game also. And let's take a look on another board where we have Nino Batsiashvili with white colors playing against Maria Muzichuk with black colors. So we are talking and considering this idea, exactly the same idea what is Nino Batsiashvili doing right now. In this position we are considering taking on c5 and then playing knight d5, with the idea if the black will capture on e5, white will do knight e7 check and then rook e3. That's a very interesting checkmate trap there from h3. So for now Maria is thinking, so I think that she mentioned that move, and she will decide now which pawn to take, or maybe not take any of them at all and play rook fd8, which also makes sense. The position is slightly better for white here. For white it's slightly better, but how much better? I mean, if it is enough to win the game, we will see it on the next couple hours. I will use the moment now and try to go to the World's Rapid Tournament. I will start with the under 18 section. First board, here we have Murzin Volodar against Elmi Saad, and we have this position right now with the 13 minutes for white and 6 minutes for black. It is black to move. It seems like the last move was bishop h3. This is the typical Sicilian position with the g3 line, where the white developed the bishop on g2 and took on f6 with the bishop. This position is slightly better for white. Second board, here we have Kalichava Akaki with the white against Grebnev Alexei. Grebnev Alexei is one of the favorite ratings in this tournament. He's second rank. He's number 2 by rating, and of course it has to be the tough game for white. Kalichava, who is the Georgian chess player, but the position seems equal. The position seems equal. He captured on d1 with the knight here. Yes, he captured with the knight. After queen d6, maybe black has a slightly better, but nothing special. Okay, this is very close to draw. Now let's go to the section under 16. I will review only the first top 2 boards of the tournament. As you know, we have a lot of different age categories here, and if we review a lot of games from each category, we will not be on time to get to the next category. So I'll try to review the first 2 or 3 boards. So under 16 open section, here we have Nemsadze with the white playing against Kanov, and Nikola Kanov, who is the rating favorite of the tournament, and Nemsadze, who is one of the best players of Georgia in his age. Here Nemsadze is with white. The last move that Kanov played, that is f6. Let's take a quick look at the position. Bishop on e5 seems trapped. So I think white has to capture on d5. That's the only option to survive the piece, and then to play bishop d4. As if the black capture on d4, then white also could capture on e7. Yeah, the playable position. On the second board we also have the Georgian chess player with black. So with the white is Tribok Artyom, which is the rating favorite, and on the second board, with the black colors, it is Shamatava Nicholas. He played last move rook f7. Okay, this is a solid, slightly better position for white, but quite solid because they have very strong dark square bishop. They have the better pawn structure and better pieces. So white has a very good chances to win this game. White has around 7 minutes and black has around 9 minutes. Let's go to the section under 14, open section. Here we have on the first board Atoyan Alberto against Uskov Artyom. Uskov, who is the rating favorite. The position is quite complicated, playable for both of the sides. And here the fight is ahead. Board number 2 on the same section under 14. Here we have Vetokhin Sava with white against Torosyan Volodia with black. And the last move was rook b8. Also a very complicated position. The b2 pawn is b2 bishop is hanging, so maybe bishop a1 makes sense to play here. Has to be slightly better for white, but also playable. Let's go to the open section under 12. Here on the first board we have Dao Huang Dui against Arakelian Manuel. A very interesting position, very interesting position. The whites are exchanged down, but they have 2 pawns for the exchange. And I think white could be even slightly better in this position. The Dao is a player who did the sensation on the first board, on the first round. He beat the rating favorite. On the second board, we have Dauren Darmen with white against the Moskvinov Prohor. Of course, the black does not have any kind of problems, but we are thinking if they could create any problems to the opponent, the position seems very equal and very close to draw. Let's go to the open section under 10. Here on the first board we have Tleov Ahan playing against Go Ethan, which is the rating favorite, and the quite experienced player, already quite experienced. We can say that for his age and level. I will remind you that this is open section under 10. And I saw this player multiple times on the official events, so it is logical and obvious that he is one of the favorites of the tournament. And about this game, so he is with black colors here. The position seems very equal. Let's take a look at the time. Okay, on time he has advantage. Black has 9 minutes and white has 5 minutes. Let's go to the second board. On the second board we have Sklokin Sergei with white against Krasin Boris with black. With a very complicated game. The last move was knight e2 as knight g3 was hanging. The position is very complicated. Krasin has 4 minutes against Sklokin's 8 minutes. Now let's go to the girls section. This is under 18. On the first board we have Tsotsonava Elena playing against the rating favorite Omonova Umida. This position is slightly better for white. Here we have just an opening, and white has a small advantage. On the second board we have Mamardashvili Anna against the rating favorite Polyakova Varvara, where Mamardashvili with white is exchange and the pawn down, so the position is completely losing for white. And also Mamardashvili with white has 1 minute against the opponent's 11 minutes. Now we go to the girls section under 16. On the first board we have Hairapetian Nvart against Shvedova Alexandra. Shvedova Alexandra is a rating favorite. Last move she played is Rook Fd8, and the position for black looks better. It seems like Shvedova has good chances to win this game. On the second board I have no connection. Here is Norman Xenia playing against Khachatryan Maria, but we have no moves on the board. Let's go to the girls section under 14. The first board is Kalandadze Mariam with white playing against Shukhman Anna, who is the rating favorite also. And okay, the position also seems winning for Shukhman Anna. Rook c2 is hanging, Rook c2, and after whites are losing the c3 pawn, where the black has the passed pawn, the passed pawn, which is very close to the promotion square, so it seems like black has a very big advantage here. On the second board we have Nurgalieva with white against Hafizova Diana. The position seems equal. And on the third board we have Tenishtuk Diana playing against Kirtadze Anastasia. Kirtadze Anastasia is with black colors. For now she is pawn up, but a6 pawn is hanging. But also we have to mention that black has 9 minutes here and the white has less than the 2 minutes. So black has a very good chances in this game to celebrate the victory. Next is girls section under 12. On the first board we have Gulishian Essenia with white playing against Beber Ania, where the position is too complicated. It's very difficult to say anything here. White seems like more active, but still it is absolutely playable. On the second board we have Venskaya Nika, one of the favorites of the tournament from the rating point of view. She is playing against the Georgian chess player Chichinadze Anastasia, which is quite talented one. And it is very interesting to see what's going on here on the board. The last move was h3 that the white played. So black could capture on g4. Black could capture on g4, I think so. Too complicated position, and the opponents have a little bit more than the 3 minutes. Each of them has like that. h3, and the blacks are thinking in this position. I will take a short time on this moment, as it is very interesting what the black will play. They have now already less than the 3 minutes. This is, I will remind you, this is board number 2 in the girls section under 12. We are considering taking on g4, and it happened in the game. They take on g4. Now it's also interesting how the white will answer on that. Whites are thinking in this position. Rook g2 is also the move. But on rook g2 there is knight f4. On rook g2 there is knight f4. Okay, very interesting game. I will wait about 30 seconds here, and I hope we have the new move on the board. Take on f8 was in the game, and d7, knight takes on f8. This is a position they have right now. And the white capture on g4. It's very interesting what's going on h5. Okay. Now let's go to another section, girls section under 10, where we have Milner Romi with the black playing against Saharkar Sharvari, and this is a position after move number 24. The white has almost 3 minutes, black has almost 2 minutes. Last move was knight e6. Well, the position seems like equal. Second board, here we are, Chiokadze playing against Zavivaeva. Zavivaeva, which one is a rating favorite, number 2 in this tournament, and she's winning this position. Definitely the black's advantage is decisive. Okay, now I think it's time to get back to our female champions, and let's continue with Batsiashvili Nino and Muzichuk Maria. Batsiashvili Nino thought quite much, and she has 35 minutes now, and Maria has 31. Around 1 hour ago, the difference between the time was much more. Nino has had a big advantage on time, but for now they equalize the time difference, and Maria played rook f d8, the last move, which is maybe the best option for black, as we are already considering here. Knight takes e5 is not so good because of knight e7 check, and on king h7 rook a3 with some unpleasant threats there. So rook fd8 is a solid move. Rook fd8 is a solid move. Maybe white could play king e3 here to activate the king, as we are in the end game, and it's absolutely possible to activate the king, and it's absolutely okay. But okay, still, I have to say the same words that I said yesterday about their game. It smells like a draw. It smells like a draw already. Another pair, here we have Arabidze Mary against Muzichuk Anna, and we have this very interesting rook's endgame. Of course, white has advantage, but I don't think it is enough to win the game. I don't think it is enough to win the game. Actually, it is very close to draw. If there's something unexpected will not happen in the game, it will be just a draw. Let's take a look how it happened and what was happening here, since we are not looking at this game. So rook a6, a3, b4, and rook a c1. Maybe a4. Maybe a4 was better, as if the black will capture here, we will capture that, and king d3. That makes sense. That makes sense. a4 is an interesting move, and if the black will play c4, then rook a c1. Sorry, rook e c1. Maybe it was better for white, because what happened in the game, yeah, this too simple. Okay, here Anna is thinking, so I think she could play even h5. Even h5. Nothing special gonna happen there. Oh, she did the move. She did the moves. Just a sec. Sorry, that's not a game. So she played rook a1 on g4. Played rook a1, take on a1, take on a1, rook c5. Just a draw. The position is just a draw. Blacks are pawn down, but obviously it is just a draw. Let's go to Nino Batsiashvili's game. After rook fd8, Nino is still thinking. is still thinking here. And maybe she will think a little bit more also. So what to say about this position between Arabidze Mary and Muziciuk Anna? This is completely, I mean, this is just a draw. This is just a draw. I don't think something unexpected will happen there. But we will take a look at this game, of course, time after time. And now I want to take a look also at the rapid, world rapid. This is open section under 18. Okay, I don't know actually what happened in this game, but the result I have here is 0-1. And I have no idea why it is 0-1, but it seems like it is 0-1. So in the end, when the players are doing the moves too quickly, I think we have some issues connected to that, because in this position it could not be 0-1. Next board we have Kalichava against Grebnev, and this is a position. So it seems like Kalichava is doing the perpetual check, and the position goes to draw. Under 16 open section. Nemsadze with white against Kanov Nikola. Nemsadze is 2 pawns up, but black has a compensation. But it shows to me that the black does not have a time at all. So again, I couldn't say for sure what's going on there. Second board. We have the same position on the second board that was 15 minutes ago. Okay, so this is, I think this is what I said, that later when the players are doing the moves too quickly, and maybe sometimes they are doing even the incorrect moves on the board, I mean putting the pieces on incorrect positions while they are doing it too fast, we have some technical issues here with broadcasting the correct moves. Okay, let's go back to our female players, where Nino played rook hd1. She did not play king e3, what we are considering. She played rook hd1. If the white will capture on e5, it seems like, if the blacks capture on e5, it seems like white will do b3. Yes, as I told you, that smells like a draw. So it could be that today's round also will end up with the score 1-1. So yesterday was that score, and today everything goes to that also. Just in case, take a look at Mary Arabidze and Anna Muziciuk's game, which is absolutely draw, completely draw. But I think Mary will play a little bit more there. Just rook a4 is possible. Oh, okay, she did the move. Anna did the move. This is king g6. King G3, okay. Maybe it will be a long game, but definitely it will be a draw. Definitely it will be a draw. So today's games also, both of them goes to draw. The round of World Rapid, round number 2 is also over. I don't have the full results yet. It will be ready soon and I will tell you those results. So for now we can do the short break again and we will be back soon. Welcome back. This is Batumi with the two different events, the friendly champions match and the World Blitz and Rapid Championship under the different age categories from 8 till 18. So our female players are still playing. They have mostly the same positions, and now I will use the time and go to the World Rapid Championship. I will start with the open section under 18. That the important mark here that online here we have the result as a white lost this game, but actually they won this game. So as we see, we have some issues, technical issues, which will be fixed soon. So that's why I'll inform you the results of the second round without showing it on the board, because we have some different positions not connected to the actual result. For example, this position here we had as a white loss, but actually black loss. So under 18 open section in the round number 2, first board Murzin Volodar won against Elmisad Abubakar. Second board with the black, Grebnev Alexei won against Khalichava Akaki. So Murzin and Grebnev, both of them has 2 points out of 2. And let's go to the open section under 16. Here on the first board, Nemzadze David with white lost against Kanov Nikola, who is the rating favorite of the tournament. On the second board, Stribuk Artyom, also favorite of the tournament, drew against Shamatava Nikolos. Open section under 14. This is the results of the round number 2. Atoyan Alberto with white lost against Uskov Artyom, who is the first number of the tournament, and also second number Vetokhin Sava beat Torosyan Volodia. So the favorites, top 2 players, they have 2 points out of 2, and there are plenty of the players with the 2 points also, with the same points. Open section under 12, here on the first board, Dao Huang Do won against Arekelian, and on the second board the rating favorite Moskvinov Prohor could not beat the opponent. They drew. Open section under 10. On the first board, Guo Ethan, the favorite of the tournament, won against Tleov Ahan. Guo was with black. And second board, Sklokin also win against Krasin Boris. Open section under 8. On the first board, Cheng Louis won with the black colors against Grigorenko. Cheng was a rating favorite. And on the second board, also Nguyen Hat won against Sutton William, where Nguyen was a favorite by rating. Girls section under 18. Second round is still in progress. I don't have the results yet. Girls under 16. On the first board, Haira Petyan Nvard lost against Shvedova, who is the rating favorite, and Norman Ksenia, another rating favorite, win against Khachatryan. Volchkova Alena lost. She is a rating favorite. She was on the third board and she lost against Doroshava Victoria. Girls section under 14. First board, Kalandadze with the white colors lost against Shukhmanana, rating favorite, won here, and Nurgalieva, another rating favorite, won her game against Hafizova. Girls section under 12. Gulishian with white lost against Beberania, the rating favorite, and Chichinadze Anna won against Venskaya Nika, who was the rating favorite of the tournament. She was the second number, and Chichinadze won against the strong opponent, we can say like that. Girls under 10. On the first board, Saharkar Sharvari lost with the white colors against Milner Romi. Milner Romi is a very strong player for her age and category. And on the second board, Chiokadze Barbare lost against Savivaeva Kristina, who is another rating favorite of the tournament. And girls under 8 after the second round. On the second round, Sivanandan Bodhana with black colors, she is a rating favorite, she won her game. And on the second board, Divi Bijesh lost against the lower rating Guen Thi. Soon there will be the pairings ready for the third round for all of the categories, and I will try to review the games if there will be no issues. Now we can go back to our female champions, and we have Batsiashvili Nino against Muzichuk Maria. The last move Maria played was Rook AC8, and this is a position after the move number 25. It is Nino to play. The position seems to me completely equal, just completely equal, very close to draw. And here we have Arabidze Mary against Anna Muzichuk. Where nothing has changed, and the game, I think the game will be over soon with the equal result. It will be a draw. The position is completely draw. So it was a tough game for Anna, but she could survive. She did her best and she protected her position. And she is ready to do the draw in this game. So it seems like today we also have 2 draws. Maybe the friendly match means that, but I hope that on the next rounds there will be some results there and some results will appear. This is a position where Anna is thinking, okay, she has a different move. She could just wait with Rook B1, she can do Rook A5 check. A lot of multiple options. The position is just absolutely drawish. But Batsiashvili Nino played Knight C3, and here also everything goes to draw. Everything goes to draw. The position is absolutely equal. Black does not have any problems here. I think more. White has to be careful. White has to be careful, clearly, to end up the game with draw. Have some moves played between Mary Arabidze and Anna Muzichuk. So Rook A5 check, yes. Mary played E5. Anna definitely will capture on E5. Yes, it happened in the game. Black capture, white capture. And maybe rook a1 now. It's just no way to improve here with white. Just no way. So yesterday we remember that Anna was with the pawn up and Mary survived. Today Mary was pawn up and Anna survived. I think they will agree on draw soon. Yes, rook a1 of course. Let's take a look at Maria's game. Maria is also thinking there. We are very close to draw in this position also. Mary played rook c4. As I told you, here is just no way to improve. So I think that they will agree on draw soon. After they end up the game shortly, we have them as a guest today to share their thoughts. That will be very interesting, of course. That's always interesting. Maria played king e7. Okay, if the white wants, they can repeat the position, like playing knight d5 check. And on king f7, just go back. They can easily do that. Let's see what Nina will decide. Anna also played rook f1. Of course it's possible, and on rook f4 she can go back on a1, whatever. King e4. That's not changing much also, of course. It's just no way to improve. Nino is thinking in this position. I think she will play knight d5. Okay, Anna played rook e1 check. Let's go back to Nino Batsiashvili and Maria Muzichuk's game, as that game is just a draw. I mean the game between Maria Arbidze and Anna Muzichuk. The position is absolutely equal. And here it is decision on Nino. She will play knight d5 and repeat the position or not. Okay, Nino is still thinking. It could be that both of the pairs will end up their positions on the same time with the same result. So here we have Anna Muzichuk with black. She played rook a1. That, okay, how to improve with white? They could not even try. For example, if they play king d6, there would be rook a6 check. Nothing is happening at all. On king e7, it's just rook e6 check. So king e7 is not possible. Okay, it's just a draw. We are repeating it already a couple times, so I think it's time for them also to agree on draw. And here we have Nino thinking again. Knight b5. Nino played knight b5. That move is also possible, of course. I think black just can capture on d4. Capture on d4 and rook d8. That's a simple solution of this position. This is what Maria can do. Yes, the positions are very close to draw. Mary played rook f4. Okay, just the moves. Okay, dear chess friends, we will do a short break now. We will prepare for our guests, which will be soon with us. This is Mary Arbidze and Anna Muzichuk. and we will continue the translation with them. So see you soon. Hello, as we promised, we are back with the guests. We have Anna and Mary here. Hello. How do you feel today?
Today was easy game.
Easy
So
game for you. For
we
Anna?
are not tired, I think.
What to say, right? So the friendly match goes to the friendly results, as we see. For now. Okay, let's start with the game. Here I don't know what to say. If you have to say anything, I am glad to hear that. Was it expected? Mostly for you.
Not much. E6.
So you are not waiting for e6 with Anna today. Okay, and Anna, you were waiting that structure for white from Mary?
I think I waited it more than Mary waited.
Okay. So we had this position. So first of all, we are all interested in what's going on if the white accept that pawn sacrificing. For example, if they capture on b6.
Okay, A takes B6.
A takes b6. Take on c6, take, and queen takes.
Okay, there have been games like that, and one position is this one, and the other one is if white goes bishop g5 and
Instead of what? Bishop g5?
an hour after knight b6, and then like h6 and taking everything. But rook e1 was new to me, or I just didn't remember, and I wasn't sure what to do here, and I spent quite a lot of time, and I considered different options. And I am not sure rook e8 is the best.
Did you find that move at the board, Mary?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
a
one
waiting move, I think.
And
Rook is
improving a
good,
little
yeah.
bit, yeah? Okay. So, sorry. Oops. After rook e1, rook e8, and then bishop g5. h6.
Maybe because then it's like this end game, and I'm
Take.
not sure I should have played it.
Take. I was considering here from your side, Anna, to take on d4 and bishop b7. Isn't it enough compensation there? So, for
Yeah.
example, if we capture here, capture and bishop b7.
Yeah, I expected this line. Not bishop e6.
Well, it just depends which position you want to play and which structure, because I don't know, like
King
for
f4
example,
maybe.
a3.
I think king f4 now.
Yeah, okay, going into the details, I think it makes no sense. I think just black has maybe enough compensation. Okay, so here after bishop e6, take, knight d4, c5, take on e6, take on e6, e3, d6, king f1. Actually,
Maybe
the
a3, but rook
a3
d3.
instead of e3?
No, no, no.
No, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
After
also
b5.
expected a3 more.
But rook d3 and rook b3 idea is good for black, I think.
Yeah, maybe you can play like rook a to c1.
c4 maybe. Or rook b3.
Rook b3 anyway.
Yeah.
Rook e2.
Then c4.
Okay, c4. Then it's already a question like, can I go rook d2 or rook e to c2 and then some
Like this.
yeah, bring the king.
Anyway, this.
No, no, just wait.
Yeah.
King g7.
This, okay. Why to be hurried?
Yeah.
Actually, it is very difficult to create any
Yeah.
troubles here with white. Too active rook there. Okay, so it was king e2 here, right? Rook d a6, a3, b4, and after rook c1, it's just a draw. What about a4?
I can still get it if I want. I mean,
Oh.
I can, yeah, take king d3 and then stay passive, or I can play c4 and it's the same structure. Okay, should be fine anyway. I mean, fine for a draw. No, but if I don't want it, as I have said, I can just play c4.
I think
It's the
c4
same.
is better, yeah? Oops. So a4, c4, and rook e c1.
Yeah,
C3.
c3.
c3, b3. I'm not sure about that, but okay, let's consider what's going on here. Is there any chance to get more than the draw for white? Because actually okay, I'm not sure, but during the whole game that paid my attention, only that moment where maybe you can fight for more than the draw. It's a little bit difficult to believe when the opponent has on c3 the protected passed pawn, but still. And because as the black rook goes to d file, you will trade one rook there with the rook d1. Well, maybe that makes sense.
Yeah, that was an option.
Yeah. At least, I mean, there it's just a draw, right? Here, when you play rook c1, it's just kind of just a draw. So maybe a4, because it seems to me that this position is actually with the good chances to win. Because I'm activating my king quite well. And blacks
Okay,
just
it's
could
just
not.
rook e5.
Okay, fine.
King c4, king g7.
Maybe rook a2 first, and if rook e2, then rook a1 and rook c1.
So rook a2 first. And on rook e2, rook a1.
Rook c2.
No, then yeah.
So let's consider rook a5.
Yeah, just protect the pawn.
So king c4.
And that is already rook c1 and king d5, right?
Maybe also rook d1, rook d5.
But after rook d5, rook a2.
Yeah, then I am going with
b3, rook c2.
Rook c2,
Yeah.
okay, king b5,
But
rook c3.
Maybe I have to play rook d1, then somehow advance the pawns, and then play b3, rook d5. Maybe just dreams, but at least I have some of them, some of the dreams. I'm just saying that it could be just better than you did in the game, yeah? Because at least here you are creating some troubles. Yeah, when the rook will be on d2, then you can push the pawns on the king side to prepare b3 and rook d5. Yeah. Okay, that was quite short comments for today's game.
because after this, just a draw.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for visiting us. Thank you very much for today's game. And actually, I will tell you straightly that we hope that the next games will not be so friendly. Okay, guys, good luck, and we will be back soon with I think already with another guest, another pair of our tournament. This is Nino and they already end up with draw. Okay, so we will be back soon. Hello, we are back again as we promised with the guests. We have Nino and Maria here. So how do you feel today?
It's okay.
The same as yesterday?
Yeah, the result is the same, that's for sure.
So we are just talking with Anna and Mary that the friendly match maybe means the friendly results. Who knows? It goes like that for now. Nino, what about you? I saw that you had, at least you had some feelings that you have to be aggressive, attacking and waiting some advantage somewhere. Is that?
Okay, I was fighting for advantage, but Maria also played very good moves and I did not find anything more interesting than I played.
Okay, let's go to the game then. D4, D5. What about the opening? Could you say anything? I mean, you were like prepared on that? You were waiting this opening, or you were making some decisions at the board?
Okay, I was prepared this bishop before because Maria is slow player and if she takes CD, I have better position.
Just the point is that it's not the main line, just some side line, and I do not remember how to react exactly here, but I think what I did
Where?
during
After
the
bishop
game,
f4?
later on, I think, but here
Yeah,
after e4, I'm not sure.
There was,
Here.
yeah, bishop e4, it's good move, normal, I think. Bishop g6 and e4, some concrete line. And now she took, it is good move, knight takes g6, I should take because on e4 is hanging. And fe, and it was some game, and here black played queen f4, very strong move, and it's just
F4.
yeah, queen f4, queen c1 I should play because queen e3 is coming, and it's just black is just okay here.
Yeah, I just immediately understood that I do not have a queen b4 because of a3, and so I had to play something else.
So you were thinking here quite much, as I remember.
I don't know exactly how many minutes I spent here, but on the other hand, I have to play precisely because if I was hanging and in some variations it might not be good for me. So therefore I tried to understand how to play.
Yeah, this is kind of a difficult and maybe decisive moment just to fix where are you going to put your pieces and what are you going to do next, right? So, finally you played castle here. e5, queen e6. And this is a moment I was just saying to Nino that maybe bishop e2.
Okay, after bishop e2 I don't like knight d5 and
d5.
maybe I should
Good
just
point.
take
Queen
on
d-
d5, I don't
Take.
know. And
Think
play
so.
this position, but the
But I feel that I am
it's
okay here.
and nothing special.
I was even
Maybe
considering CD just to
Knight
yes,
c6
to
and
put in-
f6 sometimes.
exactly.
Okay, if I don't do that and I play just queen d2, for example.
Knight d7 maybe, yes.
I think I can just develop my pieces.
Yeah, black doesn't have any troubles
Yeah,
with
maybe
the
it was
pieces.
better decision, but I don't know. I went in this endgame because I was thinking after bishop c4, but there was this knight f3 very precise movement after this.
So this, bishop
Yeah,
c4.
now if not knight e3 and if I make, for example, you play rook d8 and I play castle, you have some problems, yes? Because you
Yeah,
play this
exactly.
knight e3. King f2, because if I go king d2, it was also the moment. Maybe you can just take on g2 or even knight f5 is
Yeah,
possible line.
how to
yes.
protect the pawn on d4, that's
Yes,
the
knight
question.
f5 immediately also.
I think king f2 is correct.
Yeah, king d2.
Yeah.
And when I saw like knight c4, bc, c5, I was really happy because
c5 is a
I
very
knew
important
it,
move, right?
it should
What's
be good
going
for
on
me.
on knight c2? Does it make any sense?
Yeah, I was calculating this as well, but let's say rook a d1.
And knight d7, for example. Eh?
I think it's too slow, and my knight on c2.
Yeah, but I can play rook d2 and going back, yes, knight d5, knight before knight d5.
Yeah, but for some reason this I do not like much. I have to count rook f1.
Yes, and e6 sometimes maybe.
It should be better for white.
Okay, so knight c4, take c5, take on c5.
Yeah,
that
because
was
I
a-
cannot put d5 because my king
Maybe
is
you
very bad
can,
placed.
but yeah, d5 maybe you can, but it's just
Knight d7, rook
an
e1
equal
and-
position.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about rook e8?
No, no, no.
No,
This
knight
rook
d7.
Knight d7.
Knight
first?
d7 because black wants to put another rook on e8.
Yeah.
Like now protect the pawn rook he1 or yes, and rook ae8. I wanted to play.
And when I play
a8,
yes, because
Because if rook f8, then e6 might
and
be
then
best.
e7, knight d5 is also right, just in case. Okay, so this take on a7,
And the
okay,
knight e5, and I was
coming at
quite
some,
happy.
c4 d, yeah. Exactly. So d takes c5, and that was a brilliant idea. Knight d5 with knight e7 and rook a3, but you react actually perfectly. Rook f d8 is just the most solid and correct move.
yes, and here I did not find anything interesting to put.
It's difficult to don't be agree with you.
Yes, and I decided to keep the c5 pawn, not e5, because there is idea to put e6 here,
e6.
for example, yes, to put e6,
But I change
takes.
everything, yes.
Yes, and knight c7, if I play, she goes first rook f8 check. This is important, because now I have my king problem and I need to go on g3.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then after rook c8,
But what's the difference?
difference is if you go
rook f8,
immediately.
there is no rook f8 check, yeah? Got it. There is no rook f8 check after knight e6.
Yes, and you need your rook on f6, it's better placed than on e8 in this, and knight takes e6, and now rook f6 is, and when I go rook e1, you just take on c5. And in another idea, when you have this rook on e8, it was working because I can take king e8, king e1.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Go back, if not check, it was normal, but after I saw this check and
So this,
I am
this,
taking
and
rook e8,
this, and rook e1.
rook e1, and when you take on c5, I take, and when you take on e1, I can take in, okay, if you have also rook f8, check, but I can take the rook e1, king e1, and rook takes a7, and I am pawn up somehow. It was tricky, but after rook f8, it's nothing is happening.
Okay, so rook
Pretty much
d1.
the same goes with c6, bc, knight e7. It's also like exchange of the pieces.
Yeah, after that, nothing special was happening. It's
Yeah, so
like
they need
two
to
equal.
be careful to not miss something. And now rook c7, and I understand it's just a call.
I just do not have knight e5 because of knight b7.
Knight e5 here, there is knight d7.
b7, rook b7, rook e5.
Wow, that's nice.
But knight d8 should be enough.
Yeah, that's nice.
And
Yep.
now I need to make this draw. Because
Yeah,
if I go
perfect
rook
draw.
a1, you have some intermediate
Where?
check. Here I have knight c8,
Yes.
king d8, and rook a1.
Yeah, rook
Because I
d2
want to
check.
put rook a8 checkmate, but you haven't.
But
rook d2.
whatever, check or rook d4, I'm fine.
Yeah, rook d2 and rook g2 you can take.
No threats.
Okay.
Okay, people. Thank you for visiting us. Thank you for playing such a solid game. And I hope on the next rounds,
It'll be more funny for you.
it will be more fun. More fun for me, at least for me. Yeah, because when somebody is asking what was the score of the match, I'm saying 0-0, not 1-1, 0-0. because
No, but we really play.
there is
like
no
every
goals
game.
like in the soccer, you know. In the soccer, when somebody is scoring, that's like more interesting. So anyway, good luck in tomorrow's game, and have a nice evening, and dear viewers, we will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
ბათუმი კიდევ ერთი საჭადრაკო ზეიმის მასპინძელია. 5-12 ივნისი. მსოფლიო ახალგაზრდული ჩემპიონატი სწრაფ და ელვისებურ ჭადრაკში. პლანეტის 457 ნიჭიერი მოჭადრაკე ფიდეს უმნიშვნელოვანეს ღონისძიებაში.
მოხარული ვარ, რომ ბათუმი როგორც საერთაშორისო ღონისძიებების მასპინძელი ქალაქი წელსაც უმასპინძლებს ჭადრაკის მსოფლიო ჩემპიონატს და წარმატებები მინდა უსურვო 38 ქვეყნის მონაწილეებს ამ ჩემპიონატში.
გაიმარჯვებს ის, ვინც მოულოდნელ გამოწვევებსაც კი სწრაფად და სწორად უპასუხებს.